Hey, Treasure fans, your pal Big D back here again with another weekly news announcement. And this is for April 5th and April 12th, 2022. Those of you new to my channel, I try to do this every week, but I haven't been very good at it lately. I try to talk about what's coming out new on Blu-ray, DVD, and 4K for the current week, and then the following week, and anything majorly announced. Now, I do apologize. I did not put a video out last week. I thought I did for some reason, but I didn't. But it wasn't like it was a big deal. The last couple weeks, there really hasn't been much to come out. I mean, you had the Godfather trilogy come out in 4K. You had Sing 2 come out. And that was pretty much it. There wasn't a whole lot out. It was kind of a dead last couple of weeks. Yeah, just the time of the year. But we do have some new announcements for this week and next week. And we do have some other fun trivia. First off, I want to say happy First Contact Day. Those of you who do follow Star Trek or watch Star Trek would know that today is First Contact Day. It's the day that Earth finally met its first aliens, being the Vulcans. So it's a very, it's a pretty cool day. I do like to celebrate every year watching Star Trek First Contact. Good news is they did announce some stuff today, so you Star Trek fans know that Paramount did announce today as a special announcement that in season 3 of Picard, now we haven't even finished season 2 of Picard yet, but in season 3 of Picard, the entire Next Generation cast will be in that season. They're all joining the cast for season 3 of Picard. So we will see them all back again for what it sounds like from the promotional trailer, one last adventure, which I am extremely excited about. I can't wait, considering that they just dropped a bunch of trailers for Strange New Worlds over the weekend, and every one of those looked absolutely amazing. It's just, this stuff's just coming around, man. And I just wish as a kid I could go back and tell myself that, dude, it's all, someday you're going to be coming out the ears with Star Trek stuff. This is amazing news. So anyways, with that being said, let's talk about what came out today. So today we did have Scream 4 coming out, Scream 5 coming out today. Blu-ray, DVD, 4K. There's a special edition Steelbook. If you don't want to hear a spoiler about this movie, then please stop the video or fast forward about a minute. I'm going to spoil this movie. I did buy it. I'm getting the Steelbook today. I just got notification it's available for me to pick up. I got to say, though, probably not the best Scream movie in the series. Extremely predictable. Within the first 10 minutes of the movie, my wife goes, yeah, the boyfriend did it. And I go, really? You think they're going to go back and do the same damn thing they did a couple times already? And 5 minutes later, I'm like, yeah, she's right. The boyfriend did it. There was a really big lack of like ingenuity or like, you know, a good story in the movie. I thought it was okay. There was a cool death scene and stuff like that, but come on. You know, Skeet Ulrich had a illegitimate kid before he was killed in the first movie, and then that's the kid that's here now. It was a little too much over the top. I kind of wish they would have done with what they did with the Halloween franchise, which is erase a bunch of the movies and then kind of jump off with a different story arc. I thought was a lot better than this. This was, you could tell Wes Craven didn't do this movie. You can really tell it, and he's really missing from this movie. And although I wanted part of my collection because I have all these Scream movies, by far probably ranks right there as my worst liked Scream movie of all of them. But hey, for whatever it is. So that comes out today. Also, Death in the Nod comes out today, which is really funny because I just put up on streaming last week and it was just in theaters, a couple weeks ago. Watched this movie over the weekend. I gotta say, it was okay. I think it really suffers from Armie Hammer being in it because Armie Hammer is so controversial right now. And the ending of the movie was like, oh, this is not going to age well. But it was really slow. The cinematography was beautiful, and some of the acting was really good, but I think overall, it really had a slow pace to it. I kind of wanted to speed up a little bit, and it kind of just didn't. It kind of sputtered a lot. So it was okay, but I would definitely recommend watching it. I think it definitely had some good moments in there, but it was pretty predictable too, like right at the beginning of the movie. And I'd never read Death in the Nile before, never read the book. I never knew much about the story other than it took place in Egypt is all I ever really knew about it. But even I called the killers in the first 10 minutes of the movie. It was like, this is easy. So that does come out today in Blu-ray and 4K. We also have Soap Dish and Let It Ride by Paramount coming out. I think those are both available for Blu-ray for the first time ever. We do have Jack Reacher coming out in 4K today. There's a Steelbook by Best Buy, and that's released today. Ultra 7X, the complete series, coming out on Blu-ray today. We do have Ken Burns, Ben Franklin. Ken Burns, man, he puts out some really good documentaries. The baseball one, of course, by far is my favorite. But that's coming out today. And then the last thing coming out today is Csi Vegas Season 1. Now, this is not the original. This is the reboot or revamp or continuation, whatever it is that came out last year. So that's coming out today, and that is it. Next week is a really big week for one title and one title only, which is obviously Spider-Man No Way Home. That's a major title, probably the biggest movie of the year. I finally got to see it a couple weeks ago. I absolutely loved it. I was just totally into it. I was really worried. There's spoilers here too, so fast forward if you want to spoilers. I was really worried that we were only going to see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire for like, it'd be like, oh, there they are, that'd be it. The fact that they were actually major characters towards the end of the movie, I really, really liked. I just enjoyed it. I thought it was a blast to see all those people come back from all those other Spider-Man movies. I really liked it. So that'll come out next week. It's Blu-ray, DVD, 4K. There is a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, which I reserved like back in December, I think. And then I'm pretty sure that Target will have with their little card, their special edition edition with the cards in there and stuff like that. There'll be a lot of really cool editions of that movie. I'm sure there'll be like 3 packs with all 3 of Spider-Man movies in there, stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that next week. We do have Robocop coming out in 4K. I believe it's from Arrow Video next week. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein's coming out in 4K for the first time next week. We do have Chucky Season 1 coming out next week on Blu-ray and DVD. I love Chucky Season 1. I can't wait to own this and watch it again. I really like that TV show. Warner Archives is releasing Fandango and American Flyers next week. And the last one is Kino Lorber's releasing a movie called Tentacles. I have no idea about it, but horror movie. So that's it for this week and next week. Now let's talk about what's coming out announcement-wise. They did announce a lot. So Licorice Pizza, which was an Academy Award-nominated movie, has been announced for the 17th of May. I did not watch the Academy Awards. I'm not really big on watching people honor themselves for doing their job. It's just me. I used to be really big into it, but I feel that the Academy Awards, everything has gotten too political for me, and I just want to enjoy some movies. That's all I want to do is enjoy some movies. You get awards for it, that's great, whatever. Do I think Will Smith should have had some consequences for slapping Chris Rock? Certainly, but that's my opinion. I'm nobody. So, but I'm just not into the award shows anymore. The Grammys were on a couple of nights ago. I used to watch all those when I was younger. I just don't anymore. I think I get a little upset to my stomach when I hear about them giving these people that are just there at the awards show these $170,000 prize bags and stuff like that. It's like, but there's homeless kids down the street. It's hard for me to watch this stuff, so I really don't pay attention more. I'll go back and watch the In Memoriam because I do enjoy watching that and reminding, although they left up a few people this year. So, and I like to watch some of the the music performances. I do enjoy those, but the award show itself, I don't really care anymore. But that's just me. Anyways, let's see here. Cat People has been announced in 4K for the first time, and that'll be out on the 21st of June by Scream Factory. Scream Factory has also announced Fire in the Sky on Blu-ray for the first time. Great horror/alien abduction movie. Love that movie. D.B. Sweeney, man. That comes out the 21st of June. They've also announced Dog Soldiers and Funhouse in 4K for the first time. Shout Factory did. Dog Soldiers comes out the 14th of June, and Funhouse comes the 21st of June. So it looks like Scream Factory, Shop Factory is really jumping into the 4K realm and really going crazy with it, which is cool. I did pick up Howling. I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to watch that because I heard the transfer is pretty good on that one. Let's see here. We do have the movie Dog with Channing Tatum has been announced for the 10th of May, so that's just next month. Let's see here. The Boys. I saw this today. I couldn't believe it. Sony is releasing The Boys Season 1 and Season 2 on the 17th of May. I didn't think because it's an Amazon movie, they don't really release Amazon movies too much onto physical media. So I was really surprised to see this, especially the fact that like when Season 1 didn't come out on Blu-ray, I was like, all right, here you go. It's going to be Stranger Things kind of thing where they release, we're not going to release it anymore. Then Season 2 came out, nothing, but Season 3 is coming out, in June or July, I think it is. So to see that, I was pretty stoked. I really want to I like The Boys. I think it's a great show. So, it's got Carl Urban in it. We all know he's Dr. McCoy. So, I'm really stoked to hear that again. That'll be on the 17th of May. And the last thing that was announced, and I've been talking about this for a while, Paramount has said at least a month for Star Trek The Motion Picture, the 4K edition. That will be out in September. They're releasing it to the streaming service. I want to say it's this month or next month. I can't remember which one it was. But you'll be able to see it streaming-wise in 4K coming up here really quick. Then you'll actually be able to own a 4K physical copy of it in September. I, again, will, of course, be purchasing that. As soon as I can figure out where I can reserve it, I will reserve it. There's no ifing about that. I will, of course, be getting that. So yeah, that's it. That's it for this week. Next week again, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek lately. I've been really enjoying it. I did finally get my list together. I told you about this last time of my top favorite original series episodes of all time. I'm going to be releasing that to coincide with the release of Strange New Worlds, which comes out. I want to say it's like 4 weeks. It's not very long. I know it's next month. So I'm going to be releasing it at the same time to coincide with that. I think it comes out just before Kenobi does. They push Kenobi back a couple days to the 20, it's like the Friday of the last Friday of the month. For whatever reason, I'll be watching that, of course, too. And then the last thing I want to mention to you is today is the official day for Lego Star Wars, the complete Skywalker saga. I did get it. It's sitting in my house right now. I'm actually here picking up my niece from school. I got it. It's at my house. I will be playing it like there's no tomorrow. Really excited about it. Can't wait. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, the bell. I really appreciate it. Thank you for commenting on my videos. Everybody, please take care and be safe out there. Always keep playing because you never know what you're going to find. And as always, live long and prosper. Bye.